There we go. Now we're rolling. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are doing well wherever you are in the world. Sending you good vibrations, all the boys and girls, all my friends and family, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just sending blessings to you. And wanted to share this little transmission with y'all today.
Nothing that is of value,
Oh, this is Eckhart Tolle.
nothing that is real is ever lost.
Love this part.
You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. That is how important you are.
I love this remix. Get some Eckhart Tolle samples up in here, you know? One thing I love about this song, like I always imagine this song playing and like Eckhart Tolle doing live samples of his voice, you know, like reading quotes from his own book up on stage, and everyone's like in the dance floor just like going, losing their minds, you know? At least that's my dream. I was supposed to see Eckhart Tolle this year. He was going to be speaking at the stadium in Seattle, and then he wasn't able to because of Corona. So I think they're rescheduling it to later this year, but it's all good, you know. That's life goes on, and I just hope that I'm going to be in the country when Eckhart Tolle comes. So here's the deal, y'all. I have a special message I want to share today because I had such an incredible experience this morning in my meditation. And if you knew me, you would know that I love to share about my journey, my meditation journey, just because it has been such a profound healing technology in my life and my journey. And today, the particular meditation that I did was one that I've never done before, and it was actually one of my own meditations. And I don't normally do my own meditations just because you know how it can be sometimes listening to your own voice. But I do listen to them when I'm editing them, and I listen to them many times when I'm editing them. And this was my next project that I was planning to work on, and I was actually really excited about this one. I was kind of nervous, but very excited. And this is a dancing meditation, and I don't know if you've ever gone to ecstatic dance before, or if you have gone into a state of trance while you're dancing. But you know, the interesting thing, and I think that why we love to dance so much, why we love to dance as a global society of people, why dancing is such a liberating thing, is because it moves us into a state of trance. It's the transcendence, right? We're transcending the mind through movement. We are transcending the ego, the thinking mind, and we're getting out of our bodies, and we're really just tuning into our intuition. And this is a powerful tool and a powerful technology. And I've been seeing a lot of people in my community sharing amazing videos of you dancing, and I encourage you to keep up that good work. That's amazing. But I wanted to share this video, one, because I want to tell you about this meditation, and two, because I think that there is a tendency during quarantines to kind of shut ourselves in and use that as an excuse to literally not leave the house. And I haven't seen anyone do that yet, but I've been outside every single day multiple times. Like I'm not prepared to let any particular government tell me that I can't go for a walk or for a run or go work out outside, just because this is my life. And as much as I want to listen to the government, I also create my own life. So, and that involves going and working out and doing my morning meditation and going and getting in nature and healing myself by being in nature. And if we don't move, right, if we get stuck at home, or if we get stuck in a certain mindset, sometimes what happens is that our bodies will stop circulating energy, right? We're not moving energy through our body as much, and so things can get stuck, right? And if things get stuck, that's how there's a lack of ease. There's no more ease and flow, so that's dis-ease. That's how dis-ease is created. We're not getting enough oxygen to the blood cells. That's an important thing, right? Getting oxygen to our blood cells. feels good to be able to take a deep breath and do that, without any particular Wi-Fi waves preventing me from fully uh, oxygenating my blood cells. But that's a different story. So, um, when we don't move, there is a lack of oxygen oxygenating our blood. We are responsible for moving our energy. And so one way that we can do that is through multiple techniques. One is dance in this particular case. Another is breath work, drinking more water, eating high pH food, less acidic food. Also, things like taking cold showers, cold and hot showers, moving that energy in that way. If you've ever heard of the beamer technology, it sends a vibration through your body that helps to stimulate your body, your microvascular system, and helps to move energy in that way. But this morning, I had a very unique experience. This morning, I threw in my headphones and I began meditating to this dance meditation that I recorded at the Vision Quest in Guatemala this year. And in the beginning, I was a little bit like, oh my gosh, it's just like whenever you're an artist and you're looking at your project for your first time, it's like the eyes of the critic. But I was like, I'm going to go all the way through with this. I'm going to follow this method, this protocol, because I spent a lot of time engineering this experience, and even hired my brother, who helped me. Yeman Joe, who was the DJ and shared the music during the event. He even played live trumpet to the amazing music, played some live guitar. It was incredible, and along with like some DJ beats. That's like really dope music, and so we went on this journey, and it was the first time that I had done a dance meditation. And there's a specific framework that I kind of engineered that plays on the idea of an ecstatic dance journey, but it's a little bit more dynamic and more curated. And essentially, what we're doing is we are moving ourselves into a state of meditation, a meditative state while moving. And what's powerful about this is that when you are dancing, you are more easily able to get into a trance-like state. And when you're in a trance-like state, the analytical mind slows down. So you have the ability to actually program your subconscious mind more consciously when your thoughts slow down. For instance, when you are up late at night and you're sitting on the couch and you're watching TV and you're just kind of like drooling, and like mindlessly staring into the television, you're in a trance-like state, and that's when they put programming on the screen, and these programming meaning like TV programming, but it's actually programming you on a subconscious level. And so essentially, we are using that same type of technology, but we're using it consciously. So we're moving into a trance-like state through dance, and quieting the analytical, judgmental mind, and then consciously becoming the creator of our reality. And right now, in this moment, we're live streaming to the Quantum Creator community, and we're also broadcasting to Facebook Live and to Instagram Live. And in the Quantum Creator community on Facebook, we talk a lot about these advanced techniques and methodologies of manifesting our reality from the field being the quantum field, the field of energy that binds together all particles. It's in nature, it's in this computer, it's in the vibration of this video that's being sent to you. It's literally in you, it is you, it's your identity, it's all of it, it's holding it all together. And so essentially, what we're doing is we are getting out of the analytical mind, the judgmental mind. We're moving beyond the ego, and getting ourselves into this trance-like state. And from there, when you send thoughts, when you send emotions into the body that are consciously curated by yours truly, who had spent a lot of time engineering this experience, and I like totally put it on the shelf since January because I've been so busy. But then finally I was like, what meditation am I going to do this morning? And then suddenly it hit me. I was like, the dance meditation. I haven't even listened to it. So I put in my headphones and I sat down for my meditation as I do every day, and this journey starts sitting, and then I went super deep, and it was like the first emotion that I say that we're cultivating is the emotion of ecstasy. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried ecstasy before, like in tablet form. But the thing about ecstasy is like once you do it once, you have laid down that neural architecture, that neural circuitry has been activated inside of your body. If you've done it once, you know what it feels like. And so the rule in neuroscience is that like you can activate those latent neural pathways at any moment because knowledge is the forerunner to experience. So if you can remember what it felt like to be successful, or remember what it felt like to be filled with bliss, or remember what it feels like to have an orgasm, then you can actually generate that feeling inside your body without going anywhere, without taking drugs. You are drugs. That's a good affirmation to say. I am drugs. Hang it on your wall. Your roommates are like, are you okay? I am drugs. Are you drugs, or are you just saying it because you feel like it? I am drugs. I love lamp. If you didn't get that joke. So I'm in this meditation and I'm feeling this just, oh my gosh, this energy is moving through me. And at first I was like being judgmental of the sound of my voice in this meditation that I was guiding and listening to it to review it and then edit it and then share it with you all. But then I was like, actually, wait, this is really good. Like, whoa. And I was like, now get up and dance. And I went outside. I went into nature, to my nature spot, where I can just like go and get super weird and no one's going to see me dancing in nature like a freaking ninja, like qigong master, just like harnessing the energy to move and just like just tapped in to my higher self, like blasting down subconscious limiting beliefs, just like harnessing energy, creating these, orbs of light, seeing and visualizing my future. And this thing just got like really, really good. And I was laughing and I was celebrating and I was worshiping and I was experiencing deep levels of bhakti and love for the universe. And it was this meditation that I knew, I was like, this is going to be the thing that has never been done before, and I'm going to create something epic. And I got to experience it this morning for my first time. And I'm so excited to share it with you all. And if you're interested in getting a copy of it, send me a message. I haven't even like uploaded it yet. It's like sitting in my computer as a latent neural pathway waiting to be activated in the quantum field and the noosphere of the collective consciousness, which is infinitely dimensional in a sense that one little idea could become like a virus, right? That goes out into the world and activates people to dance and visualize their future and get embodied in ecstasy and joy and bliss and radical creation, and causes us to start the day feeling like freaking bosses of our reality, feeling like kings and queens, stepping into our power and doing it through movement and through meditation. Yeah. So I want to share this with you all. I am going to be offering this for a donation to my nonprofit organization. If you didn't already know, all of my companies are 501c3s, so any contribution that you make to my organization can be written off your taxes, and I don't have to pay taxes either, so it's just like a win-win. And I also donate so much of my time and energy to running initiatives that are empowering and creating more sustainability and regeneration. And so all contributions made will add value to the greater vision with our organization, the Everyday Hero Project, which if you haven't checked it out, everydayheroproject.org. If you're interested in going deeper with me into meditation, you can check out quantummeditationmastery.org. And if you are feeling called to explore what it would be like to have a sacred strategy, intuitive life path design session with me, they're off the hook. I just did 3 sessions yesterday, back to back. Each one was out of this world. I cried twice. I think all of my clients cried as well, but it's not like tears of sadness. It's like tears of fuck yesness. And when you get into a deep alignment on a cellular level, everything starts to get aligned. Everything, your entire universe starts to synchronize with your inner world. And that's what a synchronicity is. It's when you start to tap into your inner realm and the outer realm starts to synchronize to your inner vibration. And when you start to do experiments with the universe, when you start to experiment with the universe and experiment with energy, and you start to break down those structures of mind that have previously held you into a box of who you think you are based on where you came from and your culture and what you look like and what your parents told you were capable of, and all the things. When you truly step into your infinite source creative nature, which is manifesting right now at the speed of light through you as you, and when you really open up to that infinite capacity that you have to create your reality, there is a power there that is creative in nature, that is creating in nature, that is your true nature, that is desiring to be expressed as you, through you, and desiring to fully be expressed. Desiring to fully be expressed. Meaning without limitation, without fear, without bounds of negative beliefs that are of the ego that are trying to keep us alive because there's a T-Rex or a lion trying to chase us and eat us, which is what's happening 70% of our lives. We're living in an unconscious state where energy is being stuck inside of our body, negative thoughts triggering negative feelings, and what we have the ability to do through this movement meditation is to actually transmute that energy, because there's something that I like to talk about, transformation, and then there's transmutation. So transformation is like you get information. Think about information. Information from the field. Let's talk about insights. Let's talk about synchronicities. No, rather, let's talk about epiphanies, right? Let's talk about an epiphany for a moment. So, a lot of times epiphanies happen when you're like in the bathroom doing your business, right? You're like releasing some energy, and then at the same time, you're receiving some new ideas. You're like, whoa, I just had an epiphany. Maybe it's because your endocrine system, which is your pineal gland, which is your third eye that's tapped into the vibration of the quantum field, is connected also to your reproductive organs, which are being exercised when you're doing your business. And you could then be receiving information at the same time that you're letting go of old stuff that's not serving you. You suddenly have a piece of information enter into your brain and it informs you as to this new epiphany. And this information also triggers an inner formation inside of your body on a neurophysiological level. Feel me? So it's like a cascading electrical signal that signals your pineal gland, receives it, sends it to the pituitary gland, which then sends the neuropeptides into the body through the spine and triggers those emotions. Now there's an inner formation from the field, a higher calling, a higher revelation, a higher insight, just downloaded into your body, and now is collapsing from the field into matter inside of your body, becoming emotion. And those emotions then inform you of how you're feeling, and then would guide your decision on like, keep going, it feels really good, or I don't know about this feels really weird. And if we're living in that fear 90 to 95% of our lives unconsciously, 70% of our beliefs are limiting and self-defeating, and 90 to 95% of our life we're an unconscious thought. When we're in unconscious thought, we're living in the ego. The ego's trying to, keep us alive and, still think that it's cool, which is cool. We want to let the ego do its thing. That's our identity. We're not judging the ego. We love in the ego. We, giving it like cookies and ice cream and stuff because it likes that stuff. And at the same time, we're not giving it any of that stuff because we are the master of the body, right? So only if you went out and did your workout and went into the park and did your crunches without getting arrested. Extra points if you don't get arrested. Yeah. Uh, all right, you can have ice cream as long as you don't go to jail. All right. You can have ice cream as long as you do your workout and don't go to jail. If you go to jail, you don't get ice cream. Uh, is anyone else bored? I'm just kidding. So you get this download, it becomes an inner formation, right? You get that in formation, it becomes an inner formation inside your body. But then we go from transformation to transforming the information to transmutation, which is essentially, someone who has grown up with a great deal of childhood trauma and had to heal from that. I had to explore different technologies and strategies for transforming and transmuting. I had to be creative, because drugs and alcohol will only get you so far in the process of healing, right? You can numb the pain, but after a while, it doesn't work anymore, and the pain numbing just becomes more pain numbing, and then eventually you have to pick yourself up off of the floor or the sidewalk or the gutter and decide that you are going to reside in a new state of awareness. And literally, I love that quote from Fight Club. It's not until you've lost everything that you can do anything. I just watched that movie the other night again. I love it. Marla Singer's so hot. So, I think that when we begin to embark on the journey of transmutation, ecstatic dance has actually been one of the most potent, powerful, transmutative technologies that I've used. And I've done plant medicine, I've done psychedelics, I've done a lot of that stuff. And it's great when you transmute and you get that activation, but it's not sustainable. Dancing is, ecstatic dance is. And so is meditation. Now, I've been on this meditation journey for, on a daily basis for about 3.5 years now, maybe four, going on 4. Before that, I was like maybe 7 years off and on. But then it wasn't until I really realized that actually I can create any life of my desire as long as I really step up into my inner reality and activate my body on a cellular level and start to emit a new electromagnetic field into this reality, changing my energy, healing my consciousness and my character, healing my ego, healing my psyche, illuminating my shadow, embracing my shadow, like the full spectrum of transformation. And when you get that, then you're fully uh, made whole. You're like the full circle. You have been completed. That's the atonement. That's the reintegration. So often our consciousness is fractaled out into many different areas, and we lose our ability to be conscious because we have so many tabs open in our computer. We have so many apps that are running in the background and draining our batteries of energy. And so when we have all those tabs open, when we have too many programs running at the same time, it causes our hard drive to slow down and we are losing our RAM speed. Unless, of course, you pimped out your computer and you got that 16 gigabyte gigs of RAM and solid state hard drive, and then you can like process big amounts of data, right? Which is basically what we're doing. We're experiencing and tapping into what we call a biological upgrade. This is the evolution of consciousness. This is the evolution of humanity. This is the evolution of epigenetics and our understanding of how to utilize the body as a tool and as a technology to heal itself. Many people are doing it. You've probably heard all of the amazing stories of people who are healing themselves and having these powerful transformative experiences. That's transmutation. They're seeing a vision, they're locking into it energetically, and then they're, in this case, dancing into it. And so that brings me back to this meditation. If you're interested in downloading this meditation and getting a copy and doing it, I want to give it to you. I'm just going to do it for donation. And so if you make a donation, I'm going to send it to you. 11 11 11 would be good. 22 22 22. $33.33 would be very auspicious considering the biblical times that we are living in right now. And I've got my fingers crossed for an interesting biblical weekend this weekend. Who knows what will happen? I'm not attached to any particular outcome. But either way, I'm launching this meditation and I'm calling all my friends to try it out and support the cause. And if you feel called, send me a message or just comment in the comments here, and I'll send you a link. And yes, this morning, oh my God, my meditation, my dance meditation was off the hook. I was in nature, moving, energy, just like, and the whole thing is that I'm guiding you step by step through this journey, and it's just so good. And I can't wait to get your feedback and your comments, and after listening to it. Yeah, reach out to me. Sending y'all so much love and good vibes from here in Oregon. Just gave myself a haircut this morning. What do you guys think? I didn't cut the top part yet. I was like, am I going to cut the top part or should I leave it long? You know, like go for the whole like long look. So yeah, just vibing, feeling the good vibes. I like the song. I'm gonna have to just get my camera out one of these days and just dance for an hour on camera. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get so bored. I'm just have nothing better to do. I'm like, I'm just gonna dance. It's like my own ecstatic dance party. All right, we got some comments here. Oh my God, I want what you're on. It's called ecstasy, and it's inside of you, sister. It's inside of you. What's up, y'all? What's up, family? Sending y'all so much love and good vibes. Sandra, what's up, sister? Love you so much. Awesome. Okay, so I'm wrapping it up here. See you guys on the other side. Peace, love, and ecstasy. Yeah.